Hello friends, welcome to another Moonpreneur session. The Moonpreneur board game is a fun way to learn critical entrepreneurial skills designed for children between the ages of 8 to 15. Moonpreneur was created by Moonshot Jr. Moonshot Jr. is a Silicon Valley company that offers futuristic learning solutions to children between the ages of 10 to 17 and young entrepreneurs. Now has a global footprint that is transforming the lives of children. Moonshot Jr.'s Innovator Program leverages this methodology to find the curiosity of a student, build interest, and impart knowledge. The 4-stage program is designed to find the interest area of students and nurture the same while inculcating technical, soft, and entrepreneurial skills. Moonshot Jr. also offers other learning solutions like the Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program and Robotics Mooncamp and Moonfunded. I'm sure most of you eager minds want to get started with your business ideas and become young entrepreneurs. But if you're still debating on whether to complete your education or skip college or what to do about entrepreneurial decisions, then pay attention to this session till the end. Before we get started, I would like to ask you, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word entrepreneur? So, an entrepreneur is someone who starts a business and builds it from scratch. He uses innovative ideas for that business. And do you know of any such people? So here would be some of the most successful entrepreneurs of the world. They've built their businesses and have made sure that it runs smoothly. Each of these people have their own business strategies, which are widely different from each other's, which shows that there are multiple ways to run a business successfully. Each of them have different processes, sell different products, and with different price ranges to different people, using different promotional techniques at different places. And yet, each of them can be considered to be a successful entrepreneur. So all these different things that I mentioned are a part of an overall marketing strategy that is implemented by many businesses. It is also known as the 7 Ps of the marketing mix. So before moving ahead, I would like to ask you, what factors do you think are important to launch a product in the market? Let's suppose you want to start a new brand of chocolate. Which factors are you going to consider? In the 1960s, marketing professor E.J. McCarthy introduced pricing as one of the 4 Ps of the marketing mix. Today, there are 7 Ps of marketing, and pricing is still considered to be an extremely crucial part of the marketing mix and makes or breaks your brand. So when you launch your product, you should know what your product is and how it is going to help people. Then you should think of the price of your customers would be ready to pay for your product. Then comes promotion. So after deciding the price, you will be promoting your product, maybe by advertising or maybe digitally through some online events, social media groups. After this, you need to decide where and how your product will be displayed and sold. Your customer service is the next important factor which you need to work on. Then comes the process. How will you be delivering your product to the customers with maximum efficiency? Last is the physical evidence, which means all the things your customers can see, hear, touch. It will include the packaging and branding. So these are all the factors, and they're all really, really important to keep in mind when starting a business. Today, out of these 7 Ps, we will be discussing price point margin, pricing strategy, and the volume of products. So, have you ever heard of the words price point and margin? Suppose you bought a toy for $5 and sold it for $8. So, what's the profit you're making? Well, you're making a profit of $3, which is your price point margin. Okay, so these are the terms we would be discussing today: price, margin, and volume. Before we go into the topic about pricing strategies, I want to know, how would you like to price your products? Would you like to sell low price products, or would you prefer to sell high price products that are premium, and why? So let's start with entry-level pricing. This is the most basic version, and we'll be discussing entry-level pricing and premium pricing as well, but let's start with entry-level pricing. So this is the most basic version of your product, and it's typically very low. Your customers will not get additional features or a grand look for the product at this pricing. For example, you can buy a primary model of a bicycle for a cheaper cost. Right? Whereas buying a cycle with gears and auto-locking systems will cost you more. Even Nokia phones are an apt example of an entry pricing, as they provide the most basic necessities and low tech in a phone at a lesser value. Entry-level pricing plays a crucial role in developing customer experiences and perspectives, and it is therefore one of the primary elements of marketing. You have to go through your market with your thorough research before deciding on the price point. Here is Jeff Bezos speaking about the pricing of the Kindle Fire tablets and how they plan on offering premium products at lower price ranges.
Company's new line of souped-up, lightweight Kindle Fire tablets. One of them is priced at only $139. Apple's cheapest iPad is nearly $200 more.
One of the things you've done so well at Amazon is you've undercut all of your rivals by keeping the prices low. Does that same strategy apply to tablets?
Yes, our approach is premium products at non-premium prices. So we sell the hardware at break even. So we don't try to make any money when we sell this hardware. And we hope to make money when people use the devices, not when they buy the devices. And so that's a very different approach from most companies. Most companies are building quite a bit of profit into the sale of these devices.
As you saw, entry-level products will give you the core functionality without any added benefits, allowing you to bring down your costs significantly. Now let's turn our attention to high-level pricing. So premium products demand a higher price and therefore provide more features and better quality. When you walk into a room with a Gucci bag or the latest version of the iPhone, you will be perceived differently by the people around you, isn't it? Such premium products tend to have an aspirational value, not to mention the cutting-edge properties and technology. The pricing strategy for premium products is often called value-based pricing, as it sets the price exclusively based on the value the product provides. But to sell a product at a high price, you need to know the market. You need to understand the crux of your customers and why a customer would buy your product as compared to your competitors. Basically, they need to know why a product is high priced. Coming back to the bicycle example, when you buy a bicycle worth $600 or maybe more, what qualities or features would you be looking at and why? You see, if it has gears or if it looks exceptional or any add-on features it has, you'll check for them, right? Here's how Apple CEO Tim Cook justifies the pricing of Apple iPhone X. Let's have a look. Today's markets are very competitive and every product is fighting for space and a chunk of the market. Therefore, most companies are trying to sell the best quality products at the lowest prices possible.
It's a value price, actually, for the technology that you're getting. And as it turns out, most people are now paying for phones over long periods of time. And so very few people will pay the price tag of the phone initially. Also, most people actually trade in their current phone. And so that reduces the price further. And some carriers even throw in, subsidies and discounts. And so when we look at it, the iPhone in particular, has become so essential in our daily lives. People want it to do more and more and more, and so we built more and more technology in to be able to do that.
I love how you told me yesterday, you don't want to sell the most, you want to sell the best.
Yeah, Apple has never been about selling the most of anything. That is not our objective. Our objectives are not big revenues. Our objective is to make the best product that enriches people's lives. Right. We want to help people.
Now, how do higher volume products at lower prices compare in the market? How do they compete? How are the companies which are selling low price products even making profits? When you sell products in high volumes at low prices, they tend to move faster in the market. Although the margin in this range is low, you can make up for it by selling more quantity. For instance, most FMCGs such as Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Pepsi-Cola sell at a lower price range. They sell everyday usage products, which they want people to buy again and again. That is how they make their profits, by selling more and more products at lower prices. There are companies that also offer discounts to customers who buy their products in more significant volumes. So you can sell 3 pen drives at a discounted price and still make a considerable profit. One of the best examples of low price, high volume selling is Walmart. What it does is it offers huge discounts to customers. Also, the footfall in each Walmart store is exponential. They can therefore sell at lower prices and still earn huge profits. If you plan on keeping your costs low and sell in more significant quantities, you have to make sure that the product is worthy of repeat customers. Otherwise, regardless of your pricing, customers will not buy your product because customers will not pay literally a penny more than the true value of the product. While several companies prefer to sell more products at a lower price, others want to limit their products to a premium group and sell it at a higher price. So, understand your product and who you're selling to before deciding on the price of your product. Let us look on the other side of the coin, selling premium price products at low volumes. Products that demand a premium price often have a niche customer base and therefore sell in low volumes. If you're selling a product at a premium price, it means that you have factored in high profit margins. So even though you're selling fewer products, because you have high profit margins, you will still make a significant profit. Let us take the example of Louis Vuitton bags. They have a few articles and less customer base, yet they still make huge profits. Can you tell me why? Well, that's because the cost of their bags is quite high. So despite of them selling in low quantities, they still manage to make huge profits. Most times, customers who spend on such premium products buy it due to the brand name rather than just the product. Premium brands tend to survive the competitive market due to their loyal customer base. Most of their customers will not consider shifting from one brand to another. For instance, BMW is a high value famous brand name. They tend to cater to one niche market, and so even their base model cars are priced very high. But the thing to remember here is that a brand like BMW cannot afford a brand bad name. Therefore, they will ensure that all their customers receive high quality products and excellent after-sales service, even if the customer has brought the basic version of their car. Let me talk about myself. I am a regular user of Apple, so I cannot even think of buying another brand of phone because of the experiences and features that I get in Apple. And this same applies to lots of different examples that we talked about: BMW, Toyota, Sony, TCL, Apple, Nokia. So you have premium brands and you have the budget brands. Let's hear it from the marketing guru, Professor Philip Cutler, on pricing in a sensitive market. Now that you've learned about the different pricing strategies, you can try applying it in playing the Moonpreneur board game, and you can see how the markets change and how you can price your products to earn suitable profits. So through this game, you can experience the ups and downs of price points. You can decide on how you want to price your products and experiment with pricing strategies. Look, now you can see that there are two different color cards. The red denotes low price products and green denotes high price or premium products. As you can see in the game, the board game, now you can see the different colors of cards. The red denote the low price products and blue denote the high price or premium products. You can see in the game board that the number of red cards is more than blue. This means that the sale of low price products is more than the premium goods. If we look at the profit margin, in case of low price products, you're buying something at $2 and selling something at $20. That means you're making a profit of $18. Similarly, for a high-end product, if you're buying something at $10 and selling it at $80, you're making a profit of $70 there. I think it would be more clear now. So Moonpreneur is going to give you all these kinds of experiences. As you can see, there are some more cards on the Moonpreneur board game that tell you what kind of money you'll be spending for premium products, for low price products, and how that will affect your entrepreneurial journey. Thank you for attending the session, and you can get your own Moonpreneur game from www.moonpreneur.com, and you can attend our Innovator Program free trial session with the link in the description below. Thank you.